Thank you for joining us for today's PAVE Connects from Home Coffee Chat. Today's chat features Materials Speak the Brand, the connection between brands and materials, and will be presented by longtime PAVE supporters Rachel and Andrew Cooper from Architectural Systems, Inc. At the conclusion of today's chat, we'll be hosting a short Q&A. Please chat in your questions using the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. Now I will turn it over to Rachel and Andrew.
Hi, I'm Rachel Cooper, Managing Director at Architectural Systems.
I'm Andrew Cooper, President.
Go ahead, Andrew.
As a member of the PAVE board, I would like to thank everyone for taking the time and virtually joining our coffee chat presentation today. In these challenging times, we believe it is very important to stay connected and collaborating with others. We all know the students have been affected by this pandemic, and we hope today's presentation by Rachel is both enjoyable and educational as you learn and see designers' challenges and how design challenges create stories of the brands.
Great, thank you, Andrew. Today we are going to be doing the CEU, Power of Materials. Power of Materials is creating a narrative storytelling through surfacing selections. Through ASI case studies, we will learn how design teams use the power of materials to tell an experiential narrative. We will do this by showing how we translate the brands, transform an environment, define a sense of place, and create memorable spaces. And as Nikki mentions, we will have a Q&A session at the end. ASI is a leading global source for interior finishes, which are innovative, unique, and sustainable. Architects and designers collaborate with ASI for our material expertise, commitment to service, product solutions, custom capabilities, and large range of finishes. ASI curates dimensional wall panels, high-performing hardwoods, LVTs, porcelains, and surfacing materials that are suitable for all market segments, and provide the right aesthetic for your design vision and budget with the ease of finding it all in one place. The learning objectives today are to see how in today's world of metrics and analysis, storytelling has endured the test of time, embraced as a communication tool by practitioners of strategy and design. We're going to discover why stories can enhance or change perceptions and engage feelings that connect people to a memorable space in which they want to return to again and again. We're going to explore the approach of communicating to a community in a context of value and meaning with brand recognition and the relevance with visual and physical cues such as color and materials. We're also going to deliver awareness and comprehension using a material vocabulary to convert passive viewers to engaged participants in a transformative experience wherever they live, work, or play. We're going to discover how the power of materials translate the brands and transform environments, and we're going to show the benefits and features of each product, and include budget pricing as we go along. And as I mentioned, if you need a CEU credit, we will be happy to provide you with certification. Please just submit it to PAVE. Translating a brand. This is a boldly recognizable element or theme throughout an environment that conveys a desirable brand culture and a community of loyal followers. The first project here is the Even Hotel at Times Square. This was a new wellness brand that was introduced by IHG Group that provides today's travelers with healthier lifestyles and allows them to keep their routine while they're on the road. They did this by creating a space that was warm using real and natural materials. They used an interlocking wood panel in the wellness den in the lobby, and they used an ecological porcelain flooring to complement the living wall to the hydration stations, which are shown here. They also chose to use a cork flooring material in all of the guest rooms to continue and really give the guests the feeling of health and wellness while they're staying there. Harvest at the Bellagio is a farm-to-table restaurant that's located in the middle of a bustling casino. And the design vision here was to create a sustainable dining experience for the busy traveler. They chose to use this signature wood paneling material throughout the space to help them focus on their goal of social interaction, craft, and comfort. They wanted to draw the diner in and create that warm atmosphere throughout the entire space. This project is Samuel Adams, which was a new concept for this brewery. And they really wanted to focus on their brand color and specifying authentic materials to tell their story. They chose a charred wood that was saturated with this blue color on the front of the bar that really reinforced their brand identity. Here we have Nanzo's Kitcheneer, which is a well-known chicken restaurant that is famous for their peri-peri sauce that was originally discovered by Portuguese explorers in South Africa. Each location has a very unique look, but their main goal is to try and use materials that will really serve as a backdrop for their art that they're displaying here. So they chose to use these artisan wood panels that were handcrafted to give an incredible, different, and special look for this location. Here we have the sneaker market. This is at Hirschleifer's, and this was also a new concept shop for them. This is a one-off department store on the North Shore of Long Island, and they really wanted to create a look for the client that felt classic, modern, luxurious, and also very comfortable. They used an engineered oak in a unique way on the ceiling here to create that look, and we were also able to fire treat this material to be suitable for this application. The goal here was really to create a very warm environment where you want to stay and shop, not only for sneakers, but for handbags, and macaroon shop is over here. Here we have the clinic. So this was our first foray into this unique category of the cannabis world. And they really wanted to create a space that would delineate between the recreational shopper and the medicinal shopper. So they used the interlocking wall panels here to do that. They wanted to create a journey that was meaningful for both the guest and the patient. Here at Vera Bradley, which everyone is pretty familiar with, as this is an American icon, they wanted to do a new prototype in which the merchandise would really pop. So here they chose to use a gray neutral wood that would really allow for the merchandise to show well. And they use this as their signature material in the showrooms as well as in their rollout locations. Here at One Life Diet, this was a medical spa that was created to offer clients a curated selection of food, drink, and supplements to ensure a very successful weight loss journey. They used the wood panels to create an inviting space with a textured and dimensional appearance here on the feature wall behind reception. And then due to budget constraints, they used a wood grain laminate on the reception desk to keep the warmth, but also to stay within budget. This project is Punch Bowl Social. So this is a restaurant in the middle of a gaming facility where they have bowling and an arcade, and they really wanted to create a form to fork concept that had a strong connection to the outdoors. The goal was to use repurposed materials that spoke to this authenticity. So here they used reclaimed window trim in a custom color and ran it vertically in a unique pattern. And they were able to create that look that the outdoors were inside. Here at Theory Shop and Shop, when the New York City Bloomingdale's flagship renovated, they really had to find a material that was going to be durable enough for the high traffic that was going to be in Bloomingdale's, but also that would separate them from all the other shop and shops on the floor. So here they found this product, which is a concrete-inspired porcelain flooring that met the challenge. It can be used in a super high traffic area, and also gave them that modern timelessness with the concrete look. Here at National Office Showroom, this is a showroom in Atlanta that is dedicated to design-driven products, and they're known for delivering extraordinary experiences to the office furniture industry. So they wanted to bring that into their showroom, and they also use the interlocking wall panels here to create that warm work environment where individuals could collaborate and learn and focus together. Transforming an environment. This is where classic and modern meet to complement an existing space, especially on historic sites, such as many landmark buildings, where the heritage is returned with the use of select materials. Here at 700 Canal, this was a former linoleum factory that they turned into loft-style office space to attract prospective tenants. They used the artisan wood panels in all of the elevator lobbies. This was a perfect complement to the exposed concrete, brick, and wood that already existed, and it bridged the old and new elements together on this project very well. The Kellogg Conference Center Hotel. So here they wanted to redesign the public spaces and the restaurant at this university with beautiful finishes that would have low vibrations, as much of their clientele is hearing impaired. So the natural hardwoods and poured concrete were not good options for this because the vibrations come not only from the floor, but from color and pattern as well. So we were able to supply simulations of these material where we used 100% LVT vinyl plank in all of the public spaces, and a textured looking concrete vinyl tile was used in the cafeteria. Here's the vinyl tile. Here at Sanford's restaurant, the grandson took over this old Greek diner in Astoria from his grandfather, and he wanted to create a hip whiskey bar and an upscale eatery. The challenge here is that he wanted to use reclaimed materials, but did not want to have any maintenance. So they use a cast stone product, what's made from recycled quarry stone and resin, which is Class A fire rated and can be used interior and exterior. And this was the perfect solution for an authentic and dimensional effect. The Allen House is a building on the Upper East Side of Manhattan that's a landmark building, and they really wanted to appeal to a younger demographic when they upgraded the units. So here they did that by using a custom chevron pattern to express a contemporary look while also preserving the wood grain references of a bygone era. Similar story to Macy's, which is a 101-year-old department store. The intent was to find a material that was durable for the high traffic, but also keep with the history of this landmark building in the middle of the city. So they refreshed the shoe salon, which is the largest shoe floor in the world, using this extremely durable hardwood flooring in a herringbone pattern, which kept the classic history of the store. And we were able to work with the in-house design team and even the maintenance crew to ensure that this material would hold up in this very busy store. Here at Gabriel Cruther, which is also in the middle of Manhattan, this is a 14,000 square foot restaurant where they wanted to have a very natural look, European look. So they wanted to use a travertine tile. The challenge was that the budget did not allow for a travertine tile. And also they didn't have the maintenance staff to support 14,000 feet of natural stone. So here we used a porcelain tile that looks like natural stone to get that old world France look, but also the modern day New York effect, and easy maintenance, recycled material, and was within budget. Here at the Westbrook Corporate Center, the goal was to venture away from the building standard and make a space where you could have informal meetings, dining, and relax. They did this by they reclaimed wine barrels in a rectangular pattern, which combined the rustic and contemporary elements to appeal to the new tenants while viewing the building. Here at Wyandotte County Health Center, the goal was to renovate an outdated and uninviting space that would serve the community in this county health clinic. They used the interlocking wall panels here in the public spaces, which would allow for an overall comfortable patient experience. And the wood panels featured on the walls throughout the lobbies and corridors contributed to this elevated spatial enhancements that would put this clinic on par with other facilities in the area. Levino Jones. This is an award-winning healthcare design firm who inspired design and create and wanted to update their office to be more functional and also serve as a showroom for the materials that they incorporate into their designs. So they used a sculptured wall panel that you can also use in a medical interior. They chose a clean, crisp white gloss finish to showcase their firm's fresh approach to meeting healthcare aesthetic and criteria. Here at Quicken Loans, the vision was to retain the nostalgia in this historic building, which used to be Higgiby's, while adding a contemporary design element to conclude a third space where you can have hospitality amenities for the employees. Light and dark wood floor was used in the most prominent locations, which the grand staircase here is a collaborative meetup space for everyone to meet and have huddles and ties the entire environment together. And then in the lobby and the cafeteria, we needed to find a more cost-effective solution while also providing the ease of maintenance in these heavy traffic spaces. So we were able to use a custom parquet pattern in an LVT, which is shown here. Defining a sense of place. This is a deliverable strategy where the concept injects an emotional perception that is characteristic of a particular location, providing an experiential customer journey. The Marmara Park Avenue. This is a boutique hotel in the middle of Manhattan that wanted to serve as an urban retreat with a Turkish spa-like influence. So here they used old world materials, dark solid hardwood in the suites and engineered wood flooring in the guest rooms and meeting rooms. And in the spa area, they used mother of pearl and custom teak ceilings in the pool area. Here's the mother of pearl. And then you see the teak ceiling on the ceiling here. Here at Mr. Krabby's Seafood House, they wanted to take an inland restaurant and create a shore concept with a nautical feel. They did that by using a whitewashed wood on a diagonal on the walls. And then they used a charred wood blue material on the walls. And then they used a wood grain laminate on the bar fronts here. Here at Dealer Track Technology headquarters, this is a new 5-story LEED certified building for this new tech company. And they were looking to create a third space using a super high-tech looking material, which is a reclaimed metal wall panel that is used here. This totally complemented the company's software environment. Here at the Marriott at Brooklyn Bridge, they wanted to create a residential feel in this hospitality environment and also pay tribute to the gritty aesthetic of downtown Brooklyn, as they're located right under the Brooklyn Bridge. We customized scale dimensional wood panels that are handcrafted and reclaimed to really give you that urban feel. And then the smaller scale was used throughout the space in the restrooms. And they used a concrete porcelain flooring here to give you that urban feel of Brooklyn. Here at South Jersey Skincare and Laser Center, we wanted to create a calming and unique, comfortable patient waiting area. They wanted to have a serene environment for the patients in the procedure room and also on the way to the rooms. So they used a quilted material here in the waiting room. And then they used a wave-like sculptured wall panel to give you that feeling of serenity as you enter into the surgery rooms. Here at Express Spa, they're also a health and wellness company, so I'm sure many of you are familiar with in the airports and can't wait to be back there. They strive to take the stress out of travel and be a calming place where you can recharge and rejuvenate. And the interlocking wall panels were a perfect material for this. You can fire treat this to meet all of the airport codes, and it performs exceedingly well in high traffic areas. Here at the Bishop of Las Vegas, this is a conference room, and the design here was to select materials that would convey a conference room that was both professional and reverent. Here they used a cast stone on the focal wall and also a mother of pearl inset. This became very important space to hold meetings and community activities. At the Langford Assisted Living, they also used the interlocking wall panels on the wall here. The design intent was to create a retirement community that had a hospitality feel. And they really wanted the residents to have a place where they can relax and hang out together and create a healthy aging environment. So they used this material around the fireplace, and then they continued it all the way in through the dining room, which you can see here. Creating memorable spaces. This is design that delivers an unexpected and impactful feeling through materials in a place that evokes a mood where the consumer wants to return again and again. Here at LSG Sky Chefs, this was the first LEED certified airline catering kitchen, new state-of-the-art facility where they create all that delicious airline food. And they wanted to use materials that would complement their sustainability effort here. So the grand staircase located in the main lobby showcases these handcrafted and sustainable wood panels and became the signature material throughout the project. Madison Reed. This is a new brand that was an online brand, and they wanted to create brick and mortar stores to align with their ethos on using natural ingredients and creating a general good vibe. So here they use materials throughout the space that had to be totally stain resistant and could hold up to all of the chemicals that they use in the space, natural chemicals, but hair dye is very potent. So here they used a PVC-free acrylic as the workspace that simulates natural stone. They used an antimicrobial LVT on the floor and a custom artisan wood panel as their signature material on the reception desk. Here at Grand Street Guilds, they really wanted to create a fresh and warm environment for this public housing complex. The challenge was to do that and create a space in the main lobby that would make the residents feel good about living in a subsidized building. So here they use the handcrafted wood panels on the soffit and porcelain flooring in the corridors as a perfectly suitable high traffic application. Here at 111 West Wacker, this was a building where they also wanted to create common spaces that felt homey, but cool enough for everyone to hang out. And not only did it have to be suitable for people, they also have a pet spa on the top floor of this building. So the material had to be suitable for dogs to walk on as well. So they chose to use a porcelain flooring with a slight texture that would be high performing and could be used in a highly trafficked social space. Here at the Treehouse, they wanted to create a space that evoked the fresh and healthy principles that guide this brand. So they chose a Carrera-looking porcelain tile to complement the wood elements throughout the space, and also would be suitable for a high traffic upscale takeout place in the middle of Manhattan. Here at the Marriott, this is the M Club Lounge. This is their new concept where they have a lounge that was not only open to hotel guests, but also to the residents of the building. So the focal wall is a handcrafted 3-dimensional wood panel that really sets the tone for this exclusive retreat for guests and residents. Just Salad. This is a New York City-based fast casual food chain with locations globally, and they're very committed to using healthy ingredients and creating a family-friendly environment for people to dine. As a company that was dedicated to their gold standard in sustainability, they used a concrete textural wall covering. And this material can be fire rated upon request, is low VOC, and very easy to install. And they were so happy with it, they made this a finished standard in all of their locations. Here at Fabricant, this is a jewelry showroom that wanted to pay tribute to the coal mining. So they used a charred wood here. And then since it was a jewelry showroom, they wanted to create some bling effect, and they spray painted some of the pieces gold. So this created a beautiful space for them to entertain their clients and sell to them in a very glamorous way. Here at Empion, this is a prestigious Midtown restaurant and has a famous chef that really was specific on what he wanted for the design of the restaurant. And he really wanted a concrete tile, which was not going to be within budget for this restaurant. So we were able to create a vibrant red and white porcelain flooring that met their budget and would also create this beautiful, intimate feeling throughout the dining room. Here at St. Joseph High School, they really wanted to create a space that was warm and beautiful, but since it's a high school and you had students walking on it all day long, they really had to find a material that would perform in this environment and be easy to maintain, and also that met all of their acoustic requirements. So here they used a wood grain vinyl flooring that was able to meet all of those requirements. Okay, in conclusion, you now know how powerful a narrative is to enhance a space, evoke a mood, and transform a place. We are going to open it up to Q&As now.
All right. First question we have for you guys is, when you're beginning the process of selecting materials with your clients, how does that begin? Where does the process start?
So we work with the architects and designers, and we work to understand we collaborate with them to understand the aesthetics and the budgets that are being needed for those projects.
And if they're in New York, we usually try and set up a meeting and go over it with them that way. Otherwise, we recommend that they email us a rendering of what they're trying to achieve, and then we're able to pull samples from all our categories that would work for the project.
All right. Second question for you guys, since it's a hot topic right now, and I know you mentioned on one of your projects, the microbial surfaces. What type of surfaces are you offering, and what type of maintenance are you guys suggesting or recommending with those surfaces?
So majority of our flooring already has antimicrobial finishes on them, and we are now offering a lot of most of our collections of our wood panels with antimicrobial finishes.
All right, next question. What visualization tools do you guys use to communicate the look and feel of the finished environment?
Again, we work with architects and designers every day that are putting them into sketches, mock-ups, and we do also renderings and drawings to show the element.
All right. And right now, how have you guys kind of shifted your focus now that you can't get in to see the design firms or necessarily the clients? What are you guys doing to really kind of show materials to potential clients?
So we're continuing to do our email blast with new products twice a week. We are also doing virtual presentations. We're doing several a week for different categories, whether it be hospitality, retail, multifamily. We have presentations for every market segment. We're actually doing our first virtual vendor trade show next week. And we're doing lots of these CEUs, and we're just trying to connect with our clients as much as we can. We're doing lots of Zoom happy hours since we can't take, clients out for drinks in person. And we're just trying to move forward and keep busy.
And our website is an excellent tool to stay connected with all of our latest collection offerings.
Are there any other resources out there that people can look at to explore ranges of materials, just in more general sense? Any good resources, books, or sources out there for people to learn about materials and the range of materials that exist out there?
Again, Architectural Systems has one of the leading websites for all interior finishes with a wide range of all products. With our new updated website has all of the specifications that you could access through the website with technical, install, and warranty information.
All right, I'll give it another second, see if any other questions pop in. If not, I'll let you two wrap it up.
Okay, so we have a video that shows additional projects and materials if you would like to stay on for that. And otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. We also encourage you, as Andrew said, to visit the website, follow us on social media, Arch Systems, and we look forward to connecting in the future. Thank you.